What is up? Welcome in to the Early Edge in 5. I'm your host, Allan Bell. We have a fantastic show lined up for you today. But as always, before we get to Thursday's picks, let's take a look at how we did on Wednesday here. And, well, 4-2.
Sorry.
Yeah, Speculator, great job on that Altuve, man. We both rode the Astros. It was solid.
Yeah, you gotta love when it's just one at bat and then you're done for the night. You're like, all right, we're good.
Yeah, it really is. It really is a good feeling. Now, before we get to here, everybody make sure in your feeds right now, we have 3 NFL future shows for you. Team totals, top 2023 player props, league exotics, the PGA Tour Championship obviously has already started, but you can get in still and see the guys, picks and thoughts throughout the entire tournament. So it's not like the show is no value once the first round has started. And college football, week 0 best bets. We hit that on Wednesday. Coach, EC, and myself, Chip Patterson, will join us every week starting in week 1. But those are in your feeds now. All right, enough me yapping here. Let's bring in the stars of the show. Get this thing fired up because this could be the largest Early Edge in 5 in terms of picks that we've ever had. And I'll show you what I mean in a second. But before we do that, all right, well, speaking to my old man before the show, he asked me specifically, he said, is PropStarz going to be on? I said, yeah. He goes, he's a good young man. He's sharp. I said, he's sharp stars. So apparently PropStarz, the old man, is a big fan of yours, buddy.
I appreciate that. Shout out to Senor Bell. It's a pleasure to have you watching. And I'm fired up here, guys, as we close in on this NFL season. I could not be more excited right now.
Yeah, he loves when you start firing off. Like when you have a prop that you really like, that's his favorite. He absolutely loves it. All right, Speculator, go ahead and let it rip, buddy. Lead off. What you got?
All right, let's lead off with Adley Rutschman over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs at -130. To me, -130 is a gift. In 25 games, Rutschman has averaged 2.6 hits, runs, and RBIs per game. And although he only clears this 1.5 line at 60% of the time in those 25 games, he has a phenomenal matchup against Jose Berrios tonight. In 13 career at-bats against Berrios, he has 8 hits. That's a .615 batting average. His slugging percentage doesn't even start with a decimal. It's 1.0, not point anything. So at that point, look, even EC University teaches those are good numbers to bet on. We're going with Adley Rutschman over 1.5 hits, runs.
EC University. That's become my favorite thing ever.
Where the curriculum changes every week.
Speculator, well done, buddy. All right, Barner, go ahead and let it rip, man. What'd you got?
Yeah, EC University is certainly something. I have 2 plays from 2 plays from the same game. We're going to do the Cubs-Pirates game. First, we'll do a simple one. Cubs money line, -162. A lot of juice, but not a lot of baseball tonight, so I'm taking it. Cubs are 31-30 on the road. Justin Steele is starting for them. He's been excellent. He has a 2.80 ERA. Just a 1.07 whip on the road this season. Pirates have a 7.01 OPS against left-handed pitchers. Pirates haven't even announced their starter yet. I don't care who it is. Cubs are going to win. Then we're going to go. You're going to ask me who this is. Josh Palacios, under 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI at -135 on DraftKings. He is on the Pirates. He's a former 4th-round pick by the Blue Jays back in 2016. He's batting .208. with a .249 on-base percentage this season. For his career, .207 with a .255 on-base percentage. Now, he's a lefty, but he was in the lineup against the lefty Zach Miller yesterday. He went 0 for 5 in that game. He's 3 for 39 over his last 12 games. This is a tough matchup against Steele. So we don't care who this guy is. We're going to take the under.
Dude, did you say 3 for 39?
Yep. Over his last 12 games, he's 3 for 39. That's hashtag not
No,
good.
that's not good. I was wondering because this might be the first under hits, runs, and RBIs that the show's ever played props.
Yeah, I love that play. I love both plays from Barner there. But yeah, I would strongly encourage everybody to take a look at the unders market with hits, runs, RBIs, some very profitable options. It's a very unsaturated market. I feel like the majority of bettors are focused on the overs naturally, but you can find a lot of value hunting a lot of those unders in the hits, runs, RBIs. But Spector has actually played an under from that market once or twice.
See, look at PropStarz, dude. Hey, mine like a steel trap, son. I'll tell you what, Props, go ahead. You just keep going and let it rip, man. What you got? And I know that you had one pick that didn't make it on the show because it was already taken, so feel free to hit on that. And then you've got another Major League Baseball player.
Absolutely, AB. Yeah, Barner's aforementioned Cubs money line play. Absolutely love the spot as well, regardless of who starts for the Pirates with Justin Steele on the mound. Very confident backing this Cubs team that's still playing for a playoff berth. So love the Cubs today against kind of a hapless Pirates lineup. Could be a bullpen game or the end of the rotation. But I'm going to go with the Texas Rangers on the money line. As of last night, early this morning, I think you can actually still find it around plus 105, plus 110. The Rangers have been struggling a bit recently. I believe they lost 6 consecutive games, kind of unlike them, but I expect them to snap the skid against the Minnesota Twins on the road. The Twins are at home. Pablo Lopez on the mound, which is a big reason why I think the Twins are favored in this game, although I believe the Rangers should be. But Lopez has pitched very well this season. In my opinion, he's a regression candidate, though. I also think the Rangers can have success against them. They're second in OPS versus opposing right-handed pitching. And then Andrew Heaney on the mound for Texas. He has been good, kind of a mixed bag for the season, though. But recently he's pitched well. The Twins also really struggle against opposing left-handed pitching, so I feel like you can keep this Twins lineup at bay a bit, and I like the Rangers to snap their 6-game losing streak, pick up the win, and obviously a great price here at plus 105, plus 110.
Yeah, that is a great price, and I'll tell you what, I'm just going to let mine rip right here, and then EC, get out of your way, because I need to know what the administration over at ECU is working with today. But you know what, Props? Dude, I'm going to go Rangers Twins, both teams to score 3+ runs. You mentioned it. Yeah, Haney's been good on the mound for sure. Pablo Lopez definitely as well. However, I do think that the Rangers are in that mode to where they break out of the slump that they've had. We've seen it with other teams. I mean, they're just too good. Baseball's a numbers game. These slumps, man, they just don't last with teams that can hit, and I feel tonight is an excellent one to pick up on that. So well done. I completely agree. Second game, look. Going to go Elly De La Cruz over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs minus 120. Yes, going against the Diamondbacks, Merrill Kelly. That being said, we don't need a ton here, and I do think that the Reds, have some success. I'm fascinated to see how this game ends in terms of runs scored on both sides, but I do think that Elly De La Cruz, I mean, he could take care of this with one swing of the bat, so we're going to go with that at minus 120. Lastly, going to take a little shot here, have some fun. Vladimir Guerrero, 1+ hit, and both teams to score 3+ runs here. Again, I think that the Blue Jays can find some success. And Vladimir Guerrero, again, we're not asking for a ton, just 1 hit in the game. Both get 3 runs at plus 120. All right, it's enough of me. Everybody came here to see their favorite professor that has his namesake. You're like Steve Young when he went to BYU, right?
Yeah, but people aren't coming here to see my picks, let me tell you that, because they stunk lately. They stunk again last night. I don't even know what to tell you. I mean, at this point, I'm just throwing stuff up against a wall. We'll see what sticks. But I do agree with Barner and Proppy tonight. We'll get to that in a second. Let's start with the Blue Jays' first 5 innings at minus 120. Spector gave a great pick with Adley Rutschman. There's no reason he can't get his hits off Jose Barrios. But I'll tell you what, Barrios has been awesome in August. 5 starts, a 1.84 ERA. That's 6 earned runs in 29 1/3 innings pitched. When he last faced Baltimore on June 14th, 7 2/3 shutout innings at Camden Yards. I'm rolling with the Blue Jays minus 120 in the first 5. We'll see what happens at the end of the game, but I feel good. And we can always, I would take a push. At this rate, I would take a push. Better than that Red X. All right, now we're going to go to the Cubs in the first 5, giving up half a run. So minus 0.5 in the first 5 at minus 120. So get this. There are 3 NL pitchers that lead the entire Major League Baseball in wins. Zach Gallen, Spencer Strider, and none other than Justin Steele. You can't bet him to get a win right now because as Barner said, we don't know who's pitching for Pittsburgh, and that line is not on the board. But here's why I like the Cubs so much tonight along with Proppy and Barner. They're 6-0 against Pittsburgh this year, and they've outscored the Pirates 48-14. Yes, we're rolling with the Cubs in the first 5 at minus 120, giving up half a run. And then we got to figure out who's going to do the damage for the Cubs. We know they're going to score runs tonight. Let's roll with Ian Happ to record not 1, but 2 or more RBIs at plus 490. If you want to go broke betting your whole account on this, I wouldn't recommend it. But you want to sprinkle it at plus 490? You bet. 10 RBIs in 6 games against the Pirates this season, but he has 4 of those games with 2 or more RBIs. So he has 4 games with 2 or more and 2 games with none. We're going all or nothing tonight with Ian Happ. So in 36 games this season with an RBI, 17 times, almost half, he's had 2 or more, and he has a hit in 7 of his last 8 games. How about a triple, which he has 2 against Pittsburgh this year? How about a home run, a 2-run homer? We'll cash it at plus 490. Get those sprinkles ready.
That's a solid play there, man. I like that. Yeah, I also like that the Pirates are waiting till literally the last moment to decide a pitcher. Like, I want to see inside the clubhouse. We're like, I don't know. Who can pitch? Anybody.
Well, they're hurting us because we can't bet the Justin Steele win prop.
I
was waiting for that all morning, and it wasn't there. So it is what it is.
Yeah, they're going to start asking Jack Sawinski to go out there, start warming up in the bullpen, get the thing going. All right, everybody, grab your paper, grab your pencil. Let's take a look at the recap here. EC is on the Blue Jays first 5, minus 120. Cubs first 5, minus half a run and minus 120. Ian Happ, 2+ RBIs at plus 490. Speculators on Adley Rutschman, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs at minus 130. Barner's on the Cubs money line, minus 162. And Josh Palacios, did I say that correctly?
I was on mute. That's terrible. Palacios.
Palacios. There we go. You know what? I think that's going to play into it since we're fading him. So under 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs at minus 135. PropStarz is on Rangers money line plus 110. I'm on Ellie De La Cruz, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs minus 120. Rangers Twins, both teams to score 3+ runs at minus 115. And Vladimir Guerrero, 1+ hit. And the Blue Jays Orioles, both to score 3+ runs at plus 120. And Danny Brasco emailing in 2 plays for the UFC. Max Holloway by knockout at minus 120, and Aaron Blanchfield money line minus 140. All right. That's all the damage we can do for today. Anybody have anything exciting going on this Thursday? Actually, I'll tell you what, PropStarz, you have something fun, and let us know your work on sportsline.com. Been checking that out. Let everybody know what they can find and where they can find it.
Yeah, we're all in on NFL futures content, preparing for the NFL season. I have had a pick, at least one pick for every single NFL team posted to the SportsLine site. Also find RJ White's futures content, Mike McClure, Larry Hartstein, who contributed a tremendous amount of futures content. I also have appeared on the Pick Six podcast every week, including today, breaking down the preseason, also giving out a lot of additional futures picks. Just did a show this morning that I believe will be posted sometime in the next few hours. I would strongly recommend everyone check out me, myself, Will Brinston, Emery Hunt, Katie Mox, an hour, all NFL centric. I am so pumped up, AB. Can't wait for the season to start.
Dude, that's an all-star lineup right there. And I'll tell you what, go to sportsline.com and check out that article. I'm telling you, this thing is a monster. It has so much good content in there. You're going to look at it and say, dude, this is the greatest article I think I've ever read. So make sure to check that one out. All right, everybody. We'll be live Friday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern normal time, 4 p.m. Eastern here. But until then, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets. Let's get our degrees from EC University, and we will see you tomorrow.